Hey guys, Marsengan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so we're here live on stream. We just finished the LR Rose Extreme Z battle. Boy, you gotta love those 10 stages instead of 30, eh? So he is now fully EZA'd, full link level 10. We're gonna check him out here. This is my build. I gave him a little bit more additional than dodge, because obviously we want to try and get those extra attacks, get that finishing blow as early as possible. He's got a little bit of crit, so he can crit beforehand, but he does get a lot of crit. He gets 50% chance to crit after getting the finishing blow. So once you've gotten the finishing blow with him, having a bunch of crit in his hidden potential is just not really very useful. So that's why I did that, right? So his 12 key super greatly raises defense, does colossal damage, medium chance to stun. His 18 keys greatly raise attack and defense, mega colossal damage. So that's very good. And then we get key 3, attack and defense 160, additional attack and defense 8% each time key raises by 1 up to 160. So the more key we get, the more stats we get. So we want to be aiming for as high as possible. He gets an extra 3 key if we get to 18. Then he gets a guaranteed additional super if we get to 22. So the goal should always be to try and get to 19 key, because then the 18 or more bit is going to kick in. So he's going to get 3 extra, and then that's going to put him to 22. So he's then going to get the additional super, which not only does a bunch more damage, but then greatly raises his defense again. And then he gets 6 key and a high chance to crit for the rest of the battle after delivering a finishing blow. Recovers 6% HP when HP is 66% or more at the start of the turn, and recovers 6% HP at the end of the turn in which he received an attack. He has his rage mode, which can't be used until turn 6 at 66% or less HP. That's the only downside. I feel like that will potentially be very difficult to see, but it is what it is. So we don't have the best first rotation here. We are going to try out the red zone cell and see how we get on. I actually did run this event, funnily enough. I think it was like yesterday morning on stream, just to see what he was looking like pre-EZA. My only concern here, of course, is that LR Fusion Zamasu goes ham and kills him. But, okay, we don't need to worry about that. So yeah, let's see what Goku Black's able to do here. Turn 1, we only got to the 18 key, so we are going to get... Oh, we did get to 19, so there you go. We get 3 extra key. Is that 16 million? Okay. That's with no support. I think he has 3 links with LR Fusion Zamasu. So 16 mil, and then because we got 22 key, we get the guaranteed additional super, which drops 10 mil, and then there you go. So there's our finishing blow straight away in the first round. Now, obviously, before anyone says, you know, obviously this cell red zone, not one of the hardest events anymore or anything like that. I just like doing these longer form ones because, you know, they are... Actually, we probably should do this. I like doing these longer form ones because they just give us more turns to see what the unit can do. So obviously I'm by no means trying to say, like, by putting out this video, it's like, hey, see, he's amazing. He's super good for everything. But, I mean, that was a pretty great first turn. 16 million into 10 million with no support and only 3 links active. So, pretty good. Now, of course, the problem with him as a unit that I think a lot of people will find... maybe not disappointing, but just people get confused over stuff like that, I guess, sometimes, is he gets all of his defense when he's about to super, because that's when he gets the bonus from how much key you've got. And then, obviously, he has his super attack effects as well. So when you look at his defense just in the team menu before you pick up the orbs, his defense is obviously not going to be very impressive because he's getting most of it, like, when he attacks. So that is the one thing I will say, like, it's very difficult to see exactly what his defense is. Because, yeah, we can see here, right, with this Zamasu, he has Dismal Future, Fierce Battle, Big Bad Bosses, and Legendary Power. Now, that is still a lot of stats. I mean, Dismal Future, is Dismal Future just key? Dismal Future is key, and then a chance to crit, which is kind of funny, I guess, now that he has the buff. And then, obviously, Big Bad Boss is 25%. Legendary Power is 15%, so that's 40, and then Fierce Battle is another 20, so that's 60% attack support and some key, which is very good. Does he get any extra links from you? Oh, we get Fear and Faith as well. So Fear and Faith at level 10 is all enemies defense minus 10% and 2 key, so not exactly super crazy, so I guess we will just run it like this again. I deliberately don't want to... See, now we've got... Oh, okay, so this is another thing to point out. So, now that we have the finishing blow, we get another 6 extra key. We're starting the turn at 21 key. which means we're already going to trigger the when key is 18 or more. So even if, which is obviously impossible, we were somehow able to pick up 0 key on this turn, he would still be getting his 24 key super because he's going to get 3 extra key from his passive, which is kind of crazy. So we'll do this. Get full 24 key. So yeah, his start of turn defense, 197k. So obviously the criticism that a lot of people were making when his info dropped is that he will absolutely just get murderized by Fusion Zamasu's AoE attack because it does 500k. So he's taking, even on this turn, he's taking like 300k damage from the AoE. But, you know, just because he's not good against AoE doesn't mean he's not a good unit. If they start dropping every new celebration, like the hardest event that drops out of each celebration has an AoE, that would be kind of disappointing, but you can still use them on all of those events that doesn't have one, right? So I'm looking forward to using this kind of unit is right up my street, right? Like LR Cooler, 17.4, a big like risk reward unit that can put out tons of damage, but could potentially get caught by a super, but you know, it's okay. So 10 million on the additional. Can we get the hidden potential additional as well? We did. It was only a normal, but the 50% chance to crit came in clutch and he's dead now. So now versus Sin would obviously be interesting because the physical Sin, he has type advantage. His AoEs don't hit as hard, but he has type advantage. So he probably would still take quite a lot of damage from the Sin AoEs as well, which is unfortunate. I mean, at the end of the day, right, there are a few events where he's not going to be super useful. But any event where you don't have AoEs, or you just use an item, as we've had this discussion on the channel many times now. We were talking about it during the EZA stages on stream before this recording. You know, no one's forcing anyone to do no item runs, right? Unless there is a mission specifically for it. And then if there was a mission for like Fusion Zamasu or Sin to use an extreme team and do no items or whatever, you just wouldn't bring in Rose for that particular mission. But if you want it, like I'm going to do a video where we use him against Fusion Zamasu. And obviously I'll try out a turn where we don't use an item just to see exactly on screen how much damage he takes from an AoE. But after that, like, I'll just do the run and I'll just use an item on the turn that he's on. And then I really want to see how well he's going to tank against physical Fusion Zamasu after he's done his super. Because after a double super, now this turn we have support. So after a double super, he has, what, like over 800k defense? If he gets the triple super, which he obviously can do with the hidden potential, he can go up to having... what is it, like over 1 million defense? The only problem here actually is if I let Zamasu attack first, he's going to win. He's going to kill him. So we have 227k defense start of turn, which isn't great, but because Chilai shows us the super attack, we know that we're not going to get supered in slot 1. So we might take some damage from a normal here, but then remember, he's just going to heal us at the end of the turn as well anyway. So... yeah, if his defense activated after you picked up the key, that would be good. Because as you can see, we've picked up his key already, and it doesn't go up. So his when key is X or more for his passive, that gets added on when it's his turn to attack, which means he doesn't get it when, like in here in slot 1, he doesn't get it when he's about to get attacked here, right? So, but let's see what he's doing here with the support. Yeah, 79k, but then he's going to heal all of that back for us, basically. And then, yeah, 20 million. So, I mean, that's pretty good. See you later, Cell. Yeah, 13.5 million damage crit. That's pretty good. Alright, so I think this rotation, the best person for slot 1 is actually AGL Zamasu once the tech 1 starts to wear off his damage reduction. Because this guy pretty much always supers in slot 1. So we'll do this. Floating off the LR, Zamasu and Rose is good as well, because I think they share an extra link or two with Rose. So getting to the point where he's in slot, they're in slot 3 with him would be quite good. AGL Zamasu still taking 300k pre-super, but I mean, on a team that has so much healing, like let's see how quickly we actually heal that back. Although, could we get the rage mode? How much healing do we have on this turn? Do we still have too much? We might still have too much. Like, we might actually still unironically get into the next turn and not be able to use the rage mode. I would like to get it in the video if we can, but Imagine you could get the finishing blow multiple times. I mean, you used to have to before his EZA, but because his EZA is so good, depending on what buff he got, could you imagine if his first finishing blow was 6 key and a high chance to crit, and then every time you got a finishing blow after that, he got like an extra, even if it was only like, you know, 20 or 10% attack and defense, he would then become like insanely good. Oh, we can use it, but it's such a waste. Nah, we got to get it in the video, right? Because we're going to kill him this turn. So, yeah, we can actually see his rage mode. So his rage mode, let me make sure the animation's on. So his rage mode is turn 6 at 66% HP or more. They can't change active skills with EZAs, which is annoying. The reason why this, I think, is counterproductive to his team has a lot of healing, but then he also heals you at the end of the turn when he gets hit. And if you're at 66% or above, he heals you at the start of the turn. So he himself can make it more difficult to get his rage mode. But let's go ahead and use it here just to finish off the physical cell, because then we'll be in the last phase anyway here after this. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I hope you're ready. All right, so rage mode. Look at that, 12 key straight off the bat. Look at this image as well in the bottom right. It looks so cool with just the circle image, but it's got the glow, which the 3 things here don't. That looks super cool. So rage mode, Rose. Greatly raise attack temporarily, destructive damage. Massively raise attack temporarily and destructive damage with the 18 key. Then we get key plus 6, that's why he's starting on 12 straight away. Key 2 per key sphere obtained, which is going to be super easy to get 24 key unless the orb field shafts you. And then attacks effective against all types. So, I mean, look at this. How many orbs do we actually have to get? Is it only 2? Like, 1 int orb is the only way, or 1 normal orb, I guess, is how we're not getting the 18 key super on these turns. But that gives us 24 key. I didn't realize the scythe glowed like that. Look at that. That's cool. And then there you go. 3 orbs gets us to 21. So, yeah, pretty good. Oh, does he have a KO screen with the rage mode? Oh, there you go. Look at this. So 4.19, not crazy, but you get a free turn of damage. Just like the giant forms, you then stop the enemy from being able to super you in the turn afterwards, although obviously we're going to kill him. And it's just free damage. So, you know. Yes, look at that. So I said one of the hardest KO screens to get in the game. Definitely one that I can't say I have seen many times before. But yeah, look at that. Good old Rose. Bask in his glory. Alright, good stuff. One of the hardest KO screens to get. Yeah, it's definitely been a while since we've seen that bad boy. Oh, and then we get him back on the turn straight away. Let's go. You know what we have to do now then? We have to use him with Infinite Zamasu, because now he gets a buff, right? Actually can't remember now. On a team with so much healing, almost never actually need items unless on a red zone stage. Yeah, the reason why you'd need items with this team is just more so for like units taking super attacks very early on, like in the stage. But yeah, domain activated. So oh, it's damage. Oh, he doesn't actually get. The domain itself doesn't actually do anything. It's the Zamasu himself, right? Because he has the... I suppose it's only defense. I mean, I guess Goku Black doesn't really need much offensive support, does he? He needs defensive support, so... Although I wanted to try and leave as many orbs as possible for him. But it doesn't actually matter. He's on 22 key already. So yeah, he doesn't need it. So with the buff from the Infinite Zamasu orbs, he's at 243. And then he gets, what is it when he gets his full thing with the key? 160%. So does that factor in the support from Infinite Zamasu? I can't remember. But if it does, that means he's what? Without even the super attack effect, he's a I can't do calcs off the top of my head. He's looking good, let's just say. Let's put it that way, right? He's got 22 key at least, because regardless, we're getting that because of the 3 key from 18 or more. So he's getting a guaranteed additional super. So on this turn, with this defensive support from Infinite Zamasu, I'm pretty sure he gets over, is it over 900k defense? If he gets the double super, which he will, because he gets a guaranteed additional. It'd be cool. I kind of want to see him eat a super from this cell after that, but Unfortunately, he decided to super infinite Zamasu, so he just tanks that to the face. 17 million attack stat here. I mean, obviously, this is just what I would consider a very realistic team build for Rosé. I haven't filled the team with a bunch of crazy support units. Chilai is quite a good option for the team. We finally get the triple super turn, so just dropping 2 extra 10 million attacks. He now has over 1 million defense on this turn. So he's not taking damage from any normals from any boss. And even some of the bosses that do, like, you know, only a little bit over 1 million, like this cell. I think this cell does, is it like 1.2 or 1.3, something like that? So even he's not doing that much damage to Rosé on that turn. So, yeah, very, very good. You know what? Let's go ahead and get the finish here with the Fusion Zamasu. But, yeah, I really, really like this guy. Just like I said when I made the video about him, right? People underrated him because he doesn't have great defense start of turn. But, you know, he looks good. Now, again, revisiting what I said earlier in the video, because I know someone will mention it in the comments. Yes, this is a much easier event. It's got a lot of phases, and we did, of course, get the finishing blow right at the beginning. So we did kind of get him in his perfect setup. But, I mean, he looked really good, so I'm looking forward to trying him out in the other events. I will try him out in some of the new harder stages, and we'll see how we get on. But, yeah, I have to say I do really like his EZA. He's definitely not a unit that, you know, disappoints me like the INT TUR Goku Black EZA. So, yeah, I would say he was pretty good. So, yeah, Proton, our boy, coming in clutch with the calcs in the chat. In that situation, so on that turn, with the Infinite Zamasu support and no other support on the rotation, after the triple super, he has 1.266 million defense. So even a unit that's doing like 1.3 million on a super is doing like 30k damage to him. So that's pretty good. So yeah, I like it. I'll take it. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section for INT LR Rosé's EZA. I definitely think he is looking pretty good. So, oh, after a double super. Oh, there you go. So after the triple super, it's even better. Oof. So that is very, very good. He tanked the attack boost Rosé and Goku Black red zone super attack for double digits at 69%. Well, there you go. That was after a double super. So after a triple super, that means he's rocking what, like 1.7, something like that? Close to 2, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, he seems good. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.